Right. Right, what are we doing? We are right. Ooh. Right, what are we supposed to do? So I think someone just tried to message me, but I'm not quite sure. Hasn't shown up for some reason. Let's have a look. Hello? Hello? Right, okay, let's have a look. So, what's our mission? Test the TT-70 radial decoupler landed at Kerbal. What is it? This thing. Well, that should be easy enough. Just stick on a pod, stick on a probe body, and like a battery on there as well. Launch. Right. Let's give that a go. See if that works. Hello, welcome to the stream. So we're just going through Kerbal Space Program career mode at the moment. While eating some chocolate. Right. So our mission is to test the TT-70 radial decoupler landed at Kerbal. And hopefully just by hitting enter it should. Look at that. Easiest mission in the world. Right, let's go back to the Space Center and have a look what we've got next. Right. So, let's have a look. Mission control. What we got? Explore Kerbal. First explosion of Kerbal is going to, as a consequence of somewhat worse than average accident, Kerbal World First Class Record Keeping Society have been forced to look to some outside help. We have just underestimated how much volatile rocket solid fuel it really is, and we've now found ourselves with a problem and we can't solve on our own, so we need your help. Our exploration of Kerbal is going to be going to according to plan. We must continue to unravel its mysteries. Prestige, trivial. Accepted today. Objectives. We need to test out our rendezvous capabilities, park 2 vessels next to each other around Kerbal. What could possibly go wrong? Right, so what we'll do is I'm going to go and put, let me minimise that thing. Right. I think it had it working. Right, so we're just going to add some text onto the stream. I think I had it here, pictures. Downloads? Right, okay, cool. So, just trying to add some mission markers onto here. So, right, I'm just going to close that. We'll give up on the images for now. We'll just go to text and add. Current mission. Exclamation mark. Text. Right. Cool, so that should be our current mission. Right. Cool, so we're going to go back. Right, so I built a craft earlier today. Now it says we've got 2 views, but do we actually have 2 people watching? Whack a comment in the video to see if you're actually online or not. Why have I got a message? Okay, that's fine. Because I don't know if it's just a bot or not. Or that little heart button. One of those things. Anyway. Right. I think K2. So K2 is our first liquid powered rocket that we built. But the problem was it's very unstable. So I've just unlocked reaction wheels. So hopefully we will be able to use these. Now how much do they weigh? 0.1 tons. Oh, it's quite a lot. What is this? Pitch 1. 0.01. Okay, so they do weigh less than the bigger version. Small gyroscope. Shall we try a small one? I don't see why not. Whack a small gyroscope in the middle. Yonk that guy right. Oh. There we go. You two. All of you deploy at once. And then I'm pretty sure right, we'll put on 2 of these little decouplers. Put them there and up. Right, that should be all we need. Right. Let's save it, because the first version never really worked anyway. And hit launch. Clear launch pad, yeah. Right. There's some weird artifacting going on, it's very annoying. Right. What do you mean with no SES module on board? I just installed one. Okay, well let's go back up to you then. We will put an inline stabilizer on board then. Right. Save that. Launch. Right, let's give that a go. Okay. Still says, what do you mean it's got no operational SAS module and no pilots on board? I don't understand why that's not. I'm gonna Google it. I don't understand why I can't. Reaction wheels aren't SAS anymore, just a source of torque. You either need an SAS capable probe core or a pilot Kerbal. The little Octo 2 is probably the lightest option. SAS stability assist. Oh, this doesn't have an SAS on board, so that's what it is. So this one has an SAS on it. That has an SAS on it. Oh, okay. So I had an SAS the whole time. Well, that was a waste of science. Well, let's get rid of that. We'll delete you. What are you? Yeah, we'll put you, the little box. The little box that could. We'll put you on top. Ooh, make you yellow. Oh! How interesting. Okay. I wonder if we've got any way of putting a shroud around it. How much is this way? Right, you haven't got any fuel then. So let's delete you. You're the head of the probe core. You can go on there. You can go on there. We'll build the fairing. We'll do that. Right. So now you've got your little tiny asteroidy thing on top. Okay, right, let's give that a go, shall we? See if our rocket can convert then. Right. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. We have lift off. If I remember rightly, we want to stay below 200. 250 meters a second, then we'll stay the most efficient. So I'll throttle down the engines a little bit. We'll start getting to that correct altitude. Okay. throttle down the engines. Reach 240. And we're going to bend over. Right. The little stubby rocket that could is on its way. Right, those have run off. Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. Somehow we had 2 extra boosters inside the... How strange. Right, we're still in the atmosphere, so we should be able to use SAS. Right. Oh, we missed it. That's not good. Okay. I haven't got a ton of rocket fuel left. That's the problem. 91. We're in space. Right, so let's accelerate to there. Right. We have a vessel in orbit. Where is the daylight? Here it is. It is most definitely... Okay, let's go back to the Space Center. Right, now we're going to launch the same thing again. Yeah, what I didn't realise was we were actually... Hello?
Hi, could you do me a favour?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you bring down my purple towel that's on the back of my bedroom door and bring down my black hairbrush?
The thing that's on the back of your... what's on the back of your door?
My towel.
A towel and a hairbrush.
Yeah,
Yeah, no problem.
thanks.
Joey, where's your hairbrush? You know whereabouts? Alright. Right. Um, oh, I'm using the wrong craft. That's why I'm... This is the craft I should be using. And then inside we're going to put I want a really tiny one. That'll do. With you. Why is it? There we go. Tiny little spacecraft. Right. We made it yellow because then it reflects any heat that's given to it, so it doesn't heat up too much in the atmosphere, or has a lesser degree to temperature fluctuations during the right. Right, let's give that a go. Okay. There we go, that should work better. Right, and now it won't be too prone to temperature fluctuations during space. And we should be able to put... I need a battery on it though. Does it have any internal battery power? It does. It's got power, yeah. It's pretty rudimentary, but... let's give it a go. Right. Okay. Right, let's give that a go. Okay, cool. Small radial gyroscope. What's that? Interesting. Small reaction wheel. Right, hopefully that should give us the torque we need to be able to take off in a straight line this time. So let's build the fairing, make it very small. Little stubby friend. There we go. Right, so we've got our main boosters with only one strut on it for some reason. Let's just fix that. Okay, right, let's give this a go. I think all our staging is correct. Boom, 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 boom. All of that. Then it's going to separate. And then a fairing. Right. Let's launch Voyager 2. Let's do some docking. Or trying to. Ah, thank you very much. Right. Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Okay. Right, we're nearing 200 meters per second. We're going to slow our engines down a little bit. Don't want to go too down because I'm pretty sure the boosters are designed to run out at the same time as the rest of it. So, start our pitch over. Going through maximum dynamic pressure. Looking good so far. Right, let's go to an external view and have a look at our trajectory. 25. Get ready for stage separation. What the? Well, that was interesting. I guess I got my staging wrong. Poor little guy. Right, let's revert and try again. That was hilarious. Check my staging. I need to check my staging again properly. Hello, Mr. Dr. Punish. Hopefully you joined just as you saw that epic fail. That was quite funny. It looks like I got my separator, the one that's supposed to be for the satellite. Where is it? This one. Been playing KSP since it came out, actually. I think it came out in 2007? No, 2015. KSP came out. Officially out in 2015, but then it obviously was in alpha many years before that. So, right, that's the stage I want. So that is going to go there. Right, yeah, so I've been playing KSP for a while. I did switch over to KSP 2 for a while then. But obviously that whole fiasco happened with the KSP2 drama. Right, let's get a lift off here and then chat. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and then yeah, the fiasco with KSP2 happened. Hadn't played it in a little while, and then switched back over to KSP1, and I've downloaded tons of mods, mainly visual, some parts mods and things as well, and having another go at it. But I thought I'd go in the career mode, start from fresh again, really. So yeah, I know KSP2 would have been amazing. It really would have. You're not the only one who was wishing for what it could have been, unfortunately. Yeah. Right, we need to slow it down a bit because already reached max Q. Right, and we're going to start our pitch over manoeuvre. So I have the volumetric clouds. Unfortunately, I've actually been having some issues with... Oh, I have my throttle too much. I've had issues trying to get it working. Where is... I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing here. Hold on. Right, where are we at? Right, we'll just get into orbit and then we'll have a look. Because I downloaded the mod checker, Eva I think it's called. Is it Eva? No, CCAN, that manages all your mods. And I downloaded the Eve pack as instructed, but the clouds are just not showing up. In the regular KSP, you should have some clouds, but obviously, as you can see, there's literally no clouds at all. So I'm not quite sure what the problem is or what's going on. Right, those solid rocket boosters are just coming out. Not supposed to download Eve from... Oh, I'm not. Hold on, let's separate that. Right, let's coast up to our... While we're coasting up, let's have a look. What are you saying? So, you're not supposed to download Eve from... Okay. Let me open up another window into this scene. Display game capture. Right. Oh, what have I done? I don't know how to get it on there. Anyway, remove any configs for Eve in. Yeah, so I've got Eve stock planet configs. That's currently installed. You're saying I need to remove that? Everything, okay. Right, I'll uninstall that for now. Well, what's my altitude at? Ah, right, need to pay attention. So, let's... start pushing our orbit back up. Right, I've uninstalled it. So, well... If you... Can you even post links in a chat? If you know where I'm supposed to install Eve from, you can post it in the comment section and I'll have a look once I finish. Yeah, I got WinRAR installed. Right, 71 by 81. Where's our target? There it is. Gain data installed. Everything from me, gain data. And install for volumetrics. Yeah, the volumetrics I'm pretty sure is already installed. Right. How much fuel we got? 465. So I'm in my game data folder now. What am I looking for? I'm trying to figure out how to do. Right, add. I don't really want to show my personal folders on the stream, to be fair, but near future solar, 3 stock, scatter. Yeah, so there's stock volumetric clouds. That's in. Stock scatter config. System heat trajectories, universal storage. I guess I'll just have to add it manually later on then. Okay. Well, that's probably why it isn't working then. I'll give that a go later on, see if I can get that working. Thanks for the help anyway. Right, let's get this thing docked. Well, I wasn't paying attention, so we are I'm getting buzzed on. Go away. We are millions of miles away from our target. So, we're going to quick save. And then I'm going to raise our apogee. Right. Set him as target. And do a bit of time warping. Right, add maneuver. Right, you're our target. Let's have a look. There we go. Right, so if we change our... So 3 times around the planet will do that. Go away. I change my inclination as well. Should be better. Yeah, Mr. Pudnish has been trying to help with my clouds, because I'm currently on the planet, there's no clouds. And I've installed a bunch of different mods, and I think they must be conflicting. And it looks like I wasn't even... I've downloaded the Eve mods, but I installed them incorrectly. So I'm going to have a fiddle around with them later on. Try and get them to work. Right, so our target is there. How's the trip? It's going okay. We're just getting into the right orbital plane, so that we can begin our docking. And it looks like we need to do 1, 2, 3. Is it 4? 4, 5, 6. How many orbits are we gonna have to do? I have a few different orbits to find one that matches up. Okay, I'll have a look. Thank you. Right. Go away. Add maneuver. Right, next. Right, see that's a pretty close maneuver point. So let's go with that. So that'll be in 3 rotations time. There we go, we're getting there. Don't want to use too much fuel though, that's the thing, we haven't got a lot left. Right, let's give that a go. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Ooh. I think we just ran out of fuel. I don't think we got enough fuel here. That's a relaunch, I think. One, two. Right, let's just do 4 orbits. We should get a bit closer. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. So we're not docking physically with the ship. So the mission that we're trying to do is to rendezvous 2 vessels in orbit of Kerbal. So it just says to have 2 vessels in the orbit of Kerbal within visual range of each other. So it doesn't actually mean to physical dock, because I haven't got a docking port. I haven't unlocked that yet, so we're going to be close by, but not, because we can't really dock without RCS. Yeah. What do you mean I cannot add the maneuver node? I ran out of bloody electric charge. Well, that's not good. Well, I do have. Oh, I'm being so stupid. Well, that was pointless. I didn't decouple the shrouds when they got to the top. Underneath is the solar panels. So we'll have to revert anyway. Right, we'll give this another try and we'll do it a bit more efficiently. Right. So what we'll do is we'll put you there. When we separate you, we'll decouple those as well. Save that. Launch, and then we'll pick our launch window to better align with the ship. This time around. Right. Where's our target? There it is. Yeah, so we launched before with it on the opposite side of the planet, which is pointless. So closer to the planet we are, means we'll accelerate faster. So ideally we need to be in front of the target so that as we reach up into orbit we are pretty close to it. So let's go with there. Now hold on. We're closer, we're going to go faster. which means that's going to go slower. Right, so we needs to be a bit closer, I think. Let's go there. Right, let's give that a go. RCS enabled, you're good to go. Right. Yes, it doesn't look as good without any clouds. We'll get that fixed for the next stream. If you're enjoying the stream, if you want to hit that like button, it should help the algorithm say thank you. Right. Nah, yeah, I should have done it over there. That was stupid. Oh well. Right, ending over. Stage complete. There we go. So I'm going to throttle down about halfway so I can control the velocity a bit better. Altitude's at 80,000 feet. Those solid rocket boosters are doing a good job. And deploy. Oh, what is going on? Ugh. It's pissing me off. Right. That needs to be the last thing. That needs to be the second thing. Right. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, it did. It pissed me off. Right. Can I just ask what you think of the audio? Can you hear the video from the? Can you? Because I've got no headphones on. Can you hear the audio coming from the game twice, or does the audio sound alright to you? Right. Why am I doing this? I literally just said we're gonna launch at the right time. Audio's good. Okay, cool. I do have the same mic that I use to record my music. If you look back on this channel, a couple of years ago, I recorded a bunch of music, and I've got a Rode microphone, so quite a good quality microphone there. But I couldn't get it sorted for the time I wanted to get all this stream up and running, so I'm just using the mic that comes in the Logitech webcam for now. So I used it for gaming and it's not too bad, so right. So let's do it when it's about there. Right, let's double check our staging, for goodness sake. Right. Don't deploy, you're gonna deploy, all of you, and then all of you. Right. Let's give this a go. Right, 5th time's the charm, how's that? Mr. Dr. Punish, were you on a stream yesterday? I think I recognise your name. No? Oh, okay. Oh. By any chance, was it that cat video? The one that's sort of gone sort of semi-viral? No? Oh, okay. Fair enough. There's a video uploaded of my cat a couple days ago, and it seems to be getting quite a few views. And a lot of people are coming to the channel through a cat video, which is quite funny. But I only started streaming for the first time yesterday, Kerbal Space Program. I've been playing it for a little while. Right, you finished. But yesterday I was doing a stream. I was just walking around. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to deploy the shell now before I forget and do something stupid. And we're going to bend over, push it, roll over, slow our throttle down. Oh. Yeah, probably a good idea. Oh, you're right, yeah, because you can see the re-entry heating. Alright, well, we'll remember that for next time. Right. Boosters are depleted. What happens when I hit this button? Nothing breaks. Right, good. So, keep burning until we reach 70. You're our target. Probably do it before you circulate. Yeah, alright, fair enough. So I'm going to stay in the lower orbit because I do want to catch up with it. So I'm going to bring our orbit up to circularization. Oh, we're way off. Inclination. Oh no, we're quite straight actually, but that craft is not. Oh well, that's fine. We've got enough delta V, or we should do, to capture it. Right, burn. Right. Right, we're in a much better state than we were before. We have 742 delta V. There's our ship. Right. Okay. So we're currently on a similar orbit, so that's fine. So our first step would be, like you talked about before, to make our orbits on the right orbital plane. Yoink. There we go. Right, let's do that first. Because we haven't unlocked any RCS modules yet, we just gonna have to make do with the stuff we've got. How are we doing on battery? Battery's fine. Right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blink. Right. Now we're on the right orbital plane. Can now start to do that. rather do it then. 4 kilometers for 3.9, 3.8, 3.2. Right, I'll take 3.2. Right, and that's in 1 minute, so let's accelerate to that. Well, it's only 30 seconds away. How are we looking at? 3, that's even better than we thought. Happy. Right, so we'll accelerate to there. Right, it's been a while, so let's have a look. So, if I remember rightly, select our target, we'll zero out our difference in speed, and then we point at the target and we go towards it. Pretty sure, I'm not quite sure what this is down here. I think I installed a mod to have some sort of intersect, but right. So it says our target is in 43 seconds, so right, 4 seconds. So I'm going to accelerate to that. Bring our target speed down to 0. Should have enough fuel. Poink. Target speed down to 0, and then we're going to point at the target, which I can't quite do without using my thrusters, but there it is. There it is, 1.7. Down a little bit more. Pink. That'll do. Right, 1.5. There we go. And we've completed the mission. It should be within distance. Just 1.8. Well, we've come all the way, come this far, we might as well try and actually see it. So where actually is it? There it is. Yoink. Right. What's our closest intersect point? 0, 0. Oh, well, this is going to be fun. Well, we're already in orbit. We've got our spacecraft and he's got his internal batteries. So let's just hit that. See how close we get. Boing. There's our flyby. Bye-bye now. Right, mission succeeded. We have concluded that docking in space is possible by carbon kind. So, back to the Space Center. Oh, I put my current mission, docking 2 craft together. Why would I write that if we're not actually doing that? That's clickbait, that is. So change that to near each other. Can't spell near properly. There we go. And it's caps lock. Right. Right, let's see what we're going to do next. So let's just change to daytime. We can actually see what's going on. There we go. Right. Mission control. Let's have a look. Right. Conduct a focus. 79 hours plus 8 hours on the Epic launcher. I feel like I have enough experience to get into career instead of science. Okay. Yeah, thing is, I haven't really been a fan of the flight stuff. The aviation stuff. It's not really my thing. Well, I say that, but I literally fly planes for fun. I mean, in Kerbal Space Program, it's not as good, but because I don't think if there was more to see on the planet, then I would probably do it a bit more often. But everything is so far away, and it takes you hours to get there. So, right, we've got a mission to explore the moon. I don't think we're quite ready for that yet. Let's change the mission text to doing science contract. Let's do that. Right. I will have a bit better UI to sort of make the screen look a bit better, but the old ChatGPT has ran out of photos for the day, so this is the best I could come up with. Launch sites and stuff gets you science. Yeah, that's true. We could go and visit them. I don't know how much science you get from them, but right. So test a decouple on its escape trajectory out of Kerbal. That sounds like a fun mission to do. Let's do that, because that sounds pretty epic. So I've changed my administration building to mainly prioritize science over funds, so I can get through the tree a bit better. Right. Right, so we'll save that. We'll start a new mission. Right, so let's bring up our little tree thing. Mission. I did. Right, so we need to test the TD25 decoupler. So, what is the TD25? TD-25. That's you. Okay, so it's the standard size, I think. Or is it the big one? How big is it? I can't tell. That's a tiny one. Oh, that's the normal size. Oh, so it's huge. Okay. Well, that's even more fun then. Right, to perform the test, activate the part through staging sequence when all test conditions are met. So what do we need to do? We need to escape trajectory. Right. Very easy and seems very fun. Yeah, it does. So that's exciting. Right. So, thank you for watching, by the way. It's very appreciative. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I do plan on doing more of these, if you're up for it. Right. What did you say? Could probably put some use to it and launch a payload that. That's true. That's a good idea, actually. Okay, let's do that then. So if we design a rocket probe, we haven't actually got any communication. Let me go back to our tech tree and see if there's something we can unlock. That might be able to make some use out of it. That's a good point. It's always good to have like a relay or something up there, isn't it, for the probes? So I've got 69.6 science. If you haven't seen, this is the tech tree that I've got installed. It's not the community tech tree, but it's a different kind of one. But it's much more specific, so, because the problem I have with a lot of mods is there's so many parts in them that I just don't know what to do with. So whereas this, I can say, for example, oh, I don't want to do propeller flights, so I just don't have the parts for them. So this way I can pick only the parts that I want to use and play those. So so we've unlocked the basics of solar panels, so that's cool. Heat management, we don't need to worry about that. Fuel cells, don't need to worry about that. Radio communication, here we go. What's that? Image trajectory. Basic surveillance camera. Okay, we can have a play around with that another time, that sounds good, but it's quite a lot of science. So what's this? Deployable high gain antenna. What is the range? That's the thing. A phased array antenna element. Well, let's get this one. It's only 5 science points. And then what's the next one? Orbital communication. A dish reflector. Spot antenna, large spot antenna. Phased array antenna element. Ooh. Alright, we'll have a think. We'll see what parts we've got available to us. Installed community tech tree. You got so confused on what it does. It's empty slots. Yeah, no, I installed the mod to get rid of them as well. You have to deploy it when escaping Kerbal, or you can deploy it. What's that? Actually, it is specific. Do you have to deploy it when escaping Kerbal, or can you deploy it when it's on orbit? Let's see what it says. Just says escape trajectory. Do the non. Yeah, it just says Kerbal and then escape trajectory. So I'm assuming when you see the line, obviously Kerbal's there, when you can see the line just shooting straight up into, out of the orbit of the Earth, then it should count. I think that's what it means. Right, let's put some solar panels on this thing. In this tiny little spacecraft, what we should do, yeah, because we're doing small and fast, we'll just go communication. Right, we want something that's got the longest range. So antenna unit. What's this? 200k, 300k, 150k, 40k. 500. Oh, the 354 megamiles. That looks like the best one, I think. It's really cool as well, actually. I like it. What's that one? Well, that's the same. 100 nautical miles. What does it look like deployed? Let's have a look. It's kind of like two little eyes. That's not really, it doesn't look that great, does it? We could add a third one. That doesn't look too bad. Actually, there's a better idea. Put them on the corners. And if we can find something that looks kind of decent. This is kind of like the if you've seen some of the Airbus rockets, sorry, their spacecraft, their bus is like a big block and they just attach dishes to them, which is what the Skynet uses. So we could see that. What's this? A phased array antenna element. This is a cargo part plays entire. A moderate powered phased array antenna element that doesn't do well by itself but can easily be combined with multiple other elements for effective relay operations. You've got to buy a complex in Korea. Yeah, you do have to upgrade the building. High gain antenna. Small precisely focused to transmit high speed with moderate low power cost. A micro antenna. What's this? A high gain micro antenna. Let's put this on as well. See what that looks like deployed as well. There we go. That looks alright. That looks kind of decent. What do you think? Think we can make any improvements to it? We need to put some batteries on it. Let's put batteries on the back end. It's a shame I can't zoom in anymore. Oh, this glitchiness is annoying. Oh, there we go. Yoink. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I can render the antenna path. There we go. So it should be able to tell us. Oh. Yeah, so we should be good. Get rid of that. Right, so we'll retract you. Not sure why you're being weird. Retract you. Can you be retracted? Oh. Oh, you can do all the paths at once. Oh, the solar panels. Oh yeah, true. We should be alright, I think. Unfortunately, I haven't got any bigger solar panels just yet. I've got the bigger groups, but nothing. Yeah, this stuff's too big, really. And we're talking about, we want something lightweight as well, don't we? So, right, we got room. Oh, these are huge. I don't want to put that one. Cargo. Right, what have we got? We got room. We could put our logo. Is that gonna fit? Which doesn't really weigh a lot. What I should do is get my channel name, my channel icon, and put it on the flag. There we go. That looks cool. Spotlight. Don't want a spotlight. Right. Can you stop being weird? Is that possible? Why you gotta be weird? Oh, that is how it's supposed to look. Alright, well, we'll just make it work. Right, so we'll go with a teeny tiny decoupler. That's a huge one. That's a huge one. What we'll do is we'll lower you so you don't get stuck with the rest of it. Yes, but what we'll do so you don't break is we'll change your force percentage to 0 so that when it decouples it just does that and doesn't go. And then Well, I think the best thing to do for this rocket is to go all in on the solid rocket boosters. They're the most powerful engine that we've got so far. I think they're our best bet. Oh, I didn't put in a thingy. A U. No, that's an engine plate. No. What do I want? Robotic structural. No. Maybe that. I'm looking for the little structurally towsy thing. There it is. That guy. Right. Thankfully, yeah, it fits in straight away. So if we just go straight. Yoink. There we go. Now it should be all good to go. Don't need you. Right. Oh, now we need to add that decoupler. What was the one we needed in the mission? T25. Yeah, it's still huge. Right, we'll use you further down in this. No, we'll use you last because that's what we do, I guess. You know, just noticed the drag in this game, so it's, yeah. Are you playing the game at the moment, are you, or? Oh, okay, yeah. Engines. Right. Let's just put that on. No, it's... let's go with that. And then... decoupler. It's this huge solid rocket motor. It's crazy. Oh, I actually saw this cool decoupler the other day. It was coming under structure, I think. Here it is, a radial stack decoupler. Never seen these before. Means we can put a booster on like that. It's quite cool. Need a nose cone. Oh. Hello? You okay?
Can you do me a favour?
Yeah?
Can you bring down my deodorant? It's on the side of my room.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll come down now. No worries, bye. Oh, I'm back in 2 seconds. Right, I'm back. Is he still here or has he left? I think he's still here. Okay. Sorry about that. Right, let's give this a go. So I had to leave because my sister's just come out of surgery yesterday, and she just needs help moving around for the next few days until she gets better. So I'm just helping her out. Right. So I did this a little differently. So we've got launch of 1, and then we want. Oh, I thought these were decouplers. They're not decouplers. Yeah, stack. Oh, a stack adapter, so it's not a decoupler. Well, that's a waste of time. Right, well, let's just put the regular regular decouplers on. Right. What's the weight difference? Let's go with the small ones. Yoink. What's that? Appears you have to bring back the engines you test without crashing them into the surface. Oh yeah, that does help. If you're liking the stream, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button on the video, it normally helps out. Yesterday, whenever someone hit the like button while we were live streaming, instantly, or almost instantly, other people came on, which was weird. Oh, already. Oh, so I just refreshed my page and now it's got 7 likes. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's weird because my screen was showing me it only had 1, so it's weird. Okay, very odd. Right, let's give this a go. So let's change our mission objective to launching into launching very, very fast. That'll do. Current mission, right. So let's go for very. Right. Okay, so it should be good now. Right, so number 1, we'll launch that one and that one. Then we will decouple that one and that one, deploy that one. Then we will do couple that one and launch that one. And while that one's launching, we'll decouple. What's that one? Can never tell where the decouplers are. That one. So deploy that one and that one, then we'll deploy that one, activate that one, then we should be into our escape velocity and we'll activate that one. And when we deploy that one, we'll deploy that. And then after that, we will deploy that. Right. Let's give this a go. Right, we just need to come up with a name. Let's have a think. Let's call it that's a nice one. We'll go with that. We'll go with velocity 1. Or escape velocity 1. That's not how to spell escape. There it is. Escape velocity 1. Right. Save and launch. Let's give this a go. Right, here we go. Let's launch this candle. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm just checking that we've done everything right. 1. Go away. And lift off. Slowly off the pad. Actually, version 2 could probably do with some struts. Now that I think about it. There we go. But it's going to be slowly at first. It's okay. Yeah, so this secondary one here, look how much delta V we should gain from this second one. So we should really be picking up some speed later on. Right, we're nearing our secondary point. 3, 2, 1, detach. There's our second one. It should be 1,000 delta V. We should gain. We're getting there. Oh, just gone through maximum dynamic pressure. I really love those things. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. That's not good. Come on. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. Just gotta hold it while we get out of space. It's fighting me. Oh. There we go. How are we doing? Yep, we're getting there. Ooh, look at that. Just about made it out the atmosphere. Like you said, we'll deploy this once we get out of the atmosphere. That's probably the best bet. So what I'm going to do, just going to activate the interstage. And see where we're at. So I'm going to wait till we get up into space. A little bit more. And then activate that final stage. And we're hoping. Let's deploy the cone of shame. Oh no. Right, here we go. Right, straight up. 2000 delta V. Hopefully that's enough. Any second now we're going to be on a straight trajectory. Whoa, look at the amount of speed. 2, 1. Did we make it? Oh no. What? We didn't even make it past the moon. Okay. I feel version 2 coming along. Right, let's just deploy our satellite and have a look. So you separated and then just see what our spacecraft looks like. There we go, so it worked. Yeah. And then we'll deploy our antennae. Okay. Looking good. However, I don't actually have any control over it, so why is that? Is it because we're time warping? No. Okay, right. Back to the drawing board. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a gyro inside of it. So we should be able to help move around the spacecraft while we're in orbit. Right. So apparently 2,000, 3,500, 4,000, apparently 4,000 delta V is not enough. So, you know what the KSP idea is? More boosters. So we'll grab, while we're doing that, we'll put some fins on this thing in the center stage. I feel like that's probably going to be useful, so that we can actually maintain control of this thing. And the gyros will actually help maintain the stability of the rocket while we're flying. So let's add on an additional. What was that about? Oh, okay, it's doing it that way. How strange. Okay, and there. And then what we'll do is we'll turn these towards the middle. Make it a bit more. Kind of looks like an interplanetary ring, or something like that. Right, so now our first engines are not going to be the first two, but we're going to have the 4 to help us get out of the atmosphere quickly. I think that's going to be the best bet. So we deploy those 2, and to deploy the other outer 2. So there's going to be 4 helping us get off the launch pad. Then we'll deploy the second 2. So we need to actually hit those decouplers as well, don't we? So that decoupler and that decoupler. That should do the job. Right, we'll save that. We'll get some struts in as well. That was the thing I liked about KSP 2, is it didn't rely on struts as much. Unfortunately, those times are gone. And struts are what we need in life. So, there we go. No, I want 4 of them, please. Thank you. Right, save. We've added a gyro inside, so it should be movable now. Should be good to go. Right, velocity 1. Right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have lifted off. Oh, velocity 1. – 60 meters a second. – 100. 200 meters per second. Get ready for decouple. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Decouple. Back to 200 meters per second. Should be meeting max Q any second now. There it is. Let's see, peak. Oh, no, we're not going to lose it. Hold it straight, hold it steady. Through that dynamic pressure stage. Engines out. 3, fire. There we go. Okay, doing alright so far. Surface speed is at 450. 500. Cabin apoapsis is already climbing. Kinda looks like the Aeron 5. And that is decoupled. Right, so what we're going to do, make a new interstage. I'm going to separate you now. Look at that. Beautiful. And we're going to wait until we get to a peak apoapsis. There it is. And we're going to fire in 3, 2, 1, fire. There we go. What were we at before? 3.5 million miles, I think? Right. Doing alright. Oh, we got some re-entry effects, and we've right, so that stage is completely gone. Just going to move our stage down one and separate. Ready for next stage. The next bend should take us interplanetary, hopefully. If the 2,000 meters per second here is supposed to be correct. So let's get out of our gravity of the Earth much as possible. 3, 2, 1, fire. There we go. Deploy the fairings. Should have done that beforehand, really. We are shaking. We are going faster than any little probe has gone before. I feel so sorry. Well, this is why they do. Did we do it? We're at an escape trajectory, yes. Look at that. Escape trajectory. Just about. Just as it ran out of fuel. Right. We're now at the escape trajectory. We now complete the mission by deploying the decoupler. Hopefully. Decoupler completed, contract complete. Look at that. And then we'll deploy our satellite. I'm going to quick save actually, so we don't break things. And then hopefully it should move out the way. Perfect. Then what we're going to do, deploy our antennas. One, 2, and 3. Perfect. And then we're going to point us back. Whoa! Wow, that's a... Didn't realise it would be that fast. Point our antennae towards the ground. There we go. Our little communication satellite is in orbit. So let's get rid of that. Let's zoom this all the way out. Oh, that depends. Now, these had this. This is the strongest signal antennas we actually got on the spacecraft. But whether or not, how are we doing for battery? Electric charge is good. Okay. So let's accelerate away from the Earth. Goodbye. I mean Kerbal. Okay, so we're now in interstellar space. Well, not interstellar space. We're now in Kerbal orbit, or Kerbal, whatever that's called. And we've got a nice green link, so we're good to go. Cool. Right. So let's, with a completed mission, let's go back to the Space Launch Complex and choose ourselves another mission. Right. Right. We got a lot of science for that mission, so that's really cool. What's this? Position a satellite in polar orbit of Kerbal. We need you to build a satellite to our specifications and deploy it into a polar orbit around Kerbal. 4 million upper axis. Wow, that's quite a... That's quite a mission. Okay. Let's leave the facility for now. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours. That's not too bad. What's the time? Nearly 2 o'clock. Right, I think it's lunchtime, so I'm going to go for a break, and then I'll probably be on later on. So, don't know, Punish, if you're still there, but it has been a pleasure, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. I don't know what mission to do next, though. Who knows? Maybe we'll go to the moon. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, bye for now.